Good evening, Brenda. Today I'm going to discuss how much I believe our community would benefit from a drug and alcohol detox and rehab center. By doing this, I will first begin by explaining what drug and alcohol addiction is, who is affected by it, and how. I will then discuss what detox and rehab centers actually are, what kind of physical treatment is offered in detox and rehab centers, what kind of psychological treatment is offered in detox and rehab centers, and this will lead into why I believe Miramichi needs these services. I will then move on to what happens when someone is discharged from detox and what can happen when someone is discharged and doesn't follow their care plan. And finally, in the end, I will conclude by revisiting the reasons why I believe Miramichi needs a drug and alcohol detox and rehab center. So what is addiction? The Government of New Brunswick website states the following as a definition for addiction. When substance abuse or a damaging behavior occupies a central place in a person's life, that person is addicted. Addicts spend most of their time, energy, and money on their addiction. Alcohol, tobacco, medications, or drug use is regular, predictable, and usually frequent. However, I like to describe addiction more like this. Addiction is a disease. It is something that the mind takes complete control over. The feeling a person gets from using their drug of choice feels like the most amazing feeling in the world to them. They feel safe and in control. They will do whatever it takes to make sure that they can keep getting access to this feeling no matter who they may hurt in the process. It becomes the center of their universe and they feel like they can't live without it. It's their best friend. This obviously goes to show how little control they actually have over the situation. I know everyone has their own opinion on what addiction is, but for today, we will not get into that. So who is affected by addiction and how? Addicts obviously affect their own life by making their addiction their main goal in life, but they often affect the lives of their loved ones by either stealing their loved ones' money to feed their addiction, resulting in financial problems and causing trust issues, becoming distant, keeping secrets, and being master manipulators, causing worry, especially for parents, siblings, or spouses, becoming violent or aggressive when someone tries to help. What is drug and alcohol detox centers? A detox center is the first place an addict should go for help, and it is usually the hardest part. Sometimes an addict will realize they can't live this way anymore, and they'll sign themselves up. But more often, it's their family or friends that will give them the push they need to seek help. Admitting that you need help is a huge step into recovery. The physical and emotional withdrawals makes it even harder to believe that you're making the right decision. This is why detox centers are so important. There are specially trained medical staff here to help keep you on track and hopefully give you the confidence you need to get through detoxification no matter how awful it feels. And what is a rehab center? This is a good option for people to take once they've been discharged from detox. Rehab centers provide addicts with a safe place to stay, again with trained medical staff who will continue their medical treatment, but they help addicts stay on track long term, especially through post-acute withdrawal. They provide counselors, psychiatrists, NA and AA meetings, and sometimes sponsors. Rehab center stays can vary from 24 days to 6 months, depending on the severity of the addiction, and they may even allow visitation from friends and family. This works for some people, but not all. It can sometimes make things worse. Unfortunately, Miramichi only offers a recovery clinic which provides complete treatment for opiate addicts. Here they treat opiate addicts with methadone. The problem here is that Miramichi isn't only suffering with people who are addicted to opiates. There are many people in Miramichi who are addicted to alcohol, benzodiazepines, cocaine, heroin, amphetamines, methamphetamines, MDMA, steroids, and the list goes on. This is a huge issue for our community as people are being treated with methadone for opiate addiction when they aren't actually addicted to opiates at all. A lot of the medical staff here are unaware of how to treat other addictions and automatically turn to methadone, when really this kind of treatment will do more harm than good. There are many different treatments for all types of addictions, and improper treatment while detoxing can be very dangerous, especially to alcoholics. This has been proven to be one of the most dangerous while detoxing. Believe it or not, people with cocaine addiction actually require no prescriptions for detoxing. They just need a safe place to be where they have no access to the drug, are surrounded by supportive people, can have people teach them about cravings and triggers and how to deal with them. And they also require a lot of counseling, as the hardest part of cutting cocaine out of someone's life is the psychological side effects. What happens after someone is discharged? NA and AA meetings every day for 90 days is recommended when someone is discharged from detox and aren't going to rehab. Here you will receive sorry, I had to add something there. Here you will receive support and a sponsor who will help guide you through your recovery. Information on the 12 steps to recovery, which is a spiritual approach that includes belief in a higher power that you give yourself up to help guide you through your recovery. HALT awareness. This stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, which can be huge triggers. When an addict experiences these things, they should take a step back, talk to someone, and make sure they have the support they need to avoid relapse. At these meetings, you will also learn about earning chips. This is a system where you receive a 1-month chip, 3-month chip, 6-month chip, 1-year chip, and then an anniversary chip for every year, after which can be a very rewarding feeling. They even celebrate with cake and a personalized chip with your name on it every year. You will also learn about post-acute withdrawal, which is very important and scary as it can begin as late as 6 months into recovery. People you meet in these meetings may also be able to recommend counseling, psychologists, or psychiatrists to help you through this difficult time. You may also learn about a program called Celebrate Recovery, which is sometimes provided through churches. It is a great way to help people open up to the spiritual side of things when it comes to the 12-step program, because it can be very hard for some people to understand the concept of giving yourself up to a higher power. So why does Miramichi need this? Little treatment is offered here. Improper addiction treatment is being administered here, which is very dangerous. Once someone is detoxed, they have no safe place to go, often resulting in relapse. And this goes to show how important a rehab center is. The closest long-term rehab center is in Shediac, New Brunswick. This just adds another barrier for people who are looking for help, as it is so far away. That's all I have for now, and it's kind of wonky. I have to switch some things around, but I hope it's good.